So you probably have seen those motivational videos with three guys that were doing pull-ups. The first guy was motivation, the second guy was discipline, and the third guy was obsession. And after some period of time, the guy with motivation just gave up and he quit. And there were two guys left: the guy who is disciplined, and who is obsessed. And they are continuing doing pull-ups, and after some time the guy with the obsession breaks his arm. But he anyway continues doing pull-ups. But the guy with the discipline, he continues doing pull-ups no matter what. And what I want to talk about in this video is what is actually better, being obsessed over your goals or being disciplined with your goals. And let's imagine these things that, for example, you are heartbroken, you feel very sad, you feel depressed, you feel painful, and you understand that if you waste your time, if you play games, if you continue being depressed and do some BS activities, your life is going to be your life will be a piece of shit. And he understands this, and he forces himself to work to achieve his goal. He forces himself to go to the gym, and he is disciplined. He doesn't want to do all those things, but he is disciplined enough to force himself to stop doing some BS activities and force himself to do things that will make him better. And he does those things, but with a straight face and be like having those thoughts that, oh, I miss this girl so much. Oh yeah, this girl, yeah, I miss her and all that stuff. But comparing with the guy who is obsessed over his goals, just imagine this guy just broke up with his girlfriend. She broke his heart. She broke his heart, and he's now like depressed. And he tells to himself that, no, this cannot continue. I cannot continue living like that. I cannot be depressed all the time. So he sets new goals in his life. He makes a plan on how is he going to achieve those goals, and then he just works. He is so obsessed over this idea to take the revenge on this girl and become the best version of himself that he simply is so inspired by this idea of achieving his goals that he doesn't even think about anything else in his life rather than just to work in order to be this person he wants. And the main comparison, the main difference with those two guys is that the guy with the discipline, he forces himself to work, but the guy who is obsessed, he does not force himself to work. He wants to work. And the trick here is that when you want to work, when you have the genuine desire to work and become the best version of yourself, the whole work sessions, the progress in achieving your goals will be 10 times better comparing with the guy who is disciplined and he basically doesn't want to work, but he forces himself to do it. And the guy who is obsessed over his goals, he'll simply work with this psychopath face because he loves doing this and he wants to work so bad, he wants to achieve his goals so bad that he is obsessed over his goals. He wants to achieve them so much because of the fact that this is the only thing that he thinks about all his life, because he's obsessed over his goals. He will literally stop thinking about anything else that will not be connected with his goals that he has. And he will even stop caring about the girls that he broke up with. And I tell you from my experience, I have experienced these things that I set new goals in my life when I was heartbroken, and I completely stopped caring about these girls that I broke up with. I felt a little bit sad after the breakup and all stuff and all shit. But when I set new goals and I was obsessed over them, I felt exactly like that. I wanted to achieve those goals so bad, and I worked in an incredible way, and it was feeling amazing. I wasn't interested in anything rather than just becoming these versions that I want to become, and just my goals. This was my main priority in my life, and I did not care about anything else in my life. and including bad habits that if you are so obsessed over the goals that you have in your life, you will stop caring at all about some bullshit bad habits that will pull you down and that are not even connected to your goals. Why do you need to care about some things that are not connected to your goals and make you only weak? You have this mindset if you are obsessed over achieving your goals. But with discipline, you will think about those things and you will force yourself not to do them. You may be high level discipline games that you will be disciplined, that you will not let yourself, let your mind control you and do this thing. But with the obsession, you simply don't care about this. You have goals, and this is the number one thing in your life, and it's very interesting. Another part that I want to talk about is that the guy with in this pull-up video, he was doing pull-ups and he just broke his arm. And what does that mean? It means that yeah, sometimes there can be some things, for example, like burnout. If you care about your goals so much, if you spend around 12, 15, 16 hours per day on working on achieving your goals, that you can get burnout, or for example, you go so hard in the gym that you can get the injury or trauma or some shit. But what I want to tell you is that just be a little bit do the basic protection. Like for example, in the gym, just before every workout, do the warm-up. It's the basic things that everybody has to do before their workouts. And if you don't do the warm-up, your whole workout will not seem so productive, and you will feel like shit if you don't warm up. On top of that, the chance for you to get the injury multiplies. So warm up is very important thing. And if you feel a little bit like shit, just a little bit reduce this work that you're doing. This is very simple in order to avoid burnout and some other shit. And by the way, if you like those pieces of advice and you want to skyrocket your progress on achieving your goals, I highly recommend my paid program called Peak Performance Blueprint Course, because with this blueprint, you have the clear vision of goals that you want to achieve. You will cut all useless and unnecessary things from your life, including bad habits. You will learn how to work in the most productive way and get the most results out of your days, and you will keep improving your life. The price is only $100 plus lifetime access, and if you did not like it, I will return 100% of your money. So if you're interested, just text me in my Telegram and change your life. So it was everything that I wanted to tell you in this video. If you are obsessed over achieving your goals, everything in life is going to align to you, because you don't think about anything else other than just the work that you want to do and the goals that you have in your life. And the whole life will just seem so easy, and the progress on your goals will be just tremendous comparing with the guy who is disciplined, because he forces himself to do the work. He may not want to do the work, but he forces himself because he is disciplined. But if you're obsessed over this idea of becoming this version of yourself that you want to become, it will feel so great. It will feel so amazing to work on achieving this goal. And I have experienced this thing, and it feels fucking amazing. So thank you for watching this video, leave a like, and goodbye.